Hi everyone and what's up guys, and in this video we're gonna talk about if and else statements in programming. So we're gonna show and explain what is an if statements, how to use if and else statements, and so on. So first of all, if statement in the simplest is checker whether your request or statements is true or false. So that means that if statement accepts the boolean that type logic. So in the if statement we can check, for example, if the specified variable is larger than the other or it is less than other. So the if statement returns just a true or false in programming of a given statement. And now I'm gonna show you example of an if and else statement. So for that we are going to start method right here and type if, open the brackets, and type, for example, 3 is greater than 2. And curly brackets, and we are create an if statement. So we are here just checking if R3 is greater than 2, so no more than that. If it is, we are going to pass in console it is and semicolon on the end, and save this. As always, go back and run the game, and we see that our console prints the word which we are typed in the debug.log. Why? Well, because the 3 is greater than 2 and this is true statement. So 3 is always greater than 2, and of course this is the true. And for that our console prints our word. So if we pass, for example, here 3 is less than 2, and save this and go back, run the game, and now our console doesn't print anything, and you can imagine why. So now this statement is actually false. Why? Well, 3 is not less than 2, and this is the math for the kids, but the point is that our if statement work. And I will now explain what is an else statement. So for example, type here else, and without brackets, just open the curly brackets, and we created also an else. So in the else statement we put or write actually code that will only be executed if statement is false. So currently we see that statement in this if function is false, and we saw that our console didn't print anything or didn't print our words from debug.log because 3 is not greater than 2. But as we said, the else function only works if statement is false. So if the statement is false, now whatever we try to write in else function, it will be executed. So as I said, because 3 is not greater than 2 and because our if statement is currently false. So let's print something in the else statement. So for example, type debug.log and type in the empty strings if statement. So statement is currently false, semicolon on the end, and let's try to save this and go back to Unity and run the game. We see that our console now execute the debug.log function from else function. So we typed in the else if statement is currently false. So we typed this here. And as I said, just whenever if statement is false, this else will be executed. Except is if statement true, else will be ignored and it won't be executed. So this is enough for this video, guys. I think the if and else statements is now much more understandable. So I think you will learn something new in this video. And I almost forgot to say that instead of this less sign or greater sign, you can in if statements also use an equal. So you can check with the equal sign. So like this, double equals means that 3 is equal to 2. But in the logic, 3 is not equal to 2. But I almost forgot to say that you can also use these equal signs in the if statement. So as I said, this is for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Thanks.